Hi everybody, it's Tandy Gutierrez, and today we are chatting on our mat about the difference between Pilates and yoga. It's one of my favorite things to educate on. Why? Because I teach Pilates and I do a lot of yoga, but they're different. And I get a lot of, oh, you teach yoga, right? Because it's a mat, so it must be yoga. Or, I'm looking to really get strong and do a workout and Pilates is all stretchy. It's just for women, right? So I'm a dude, I'm not gonna get on the mat. Pilates is mainstream in our fitness culture now, but I know in the industry as an instructor for the last 15 years and being a practitioner of Pilates for the last 20 years, it is still highly misunderstood, which is unfortunate. People really feel like, Pilates and yoga are directly interchangeable, and they are not. They are perfect sister formats. They really pick up where the other one leaves off, but they are very different in how and why and what they teach. Pilates is a fitness regimen. The entire goal is to create a more efficient body with equal length and equal strength. It is directly grounded, in a rehab sensibility of postural alignment based on your anatomy and how things connect and how they stack and how they function. So it's very science, it's very nerdy, and the goal is to increase your athletic capacity. Its other goal is to create a really healthy, healed, balanced body. So many people come to it because of an injury and they go, I can't do anything else, I guess I'll go to Pilates. And then they find a home there and understand how incredibly, such a gift it is to be able to connect at your core on the mat with Pilates. Yoga is based in a spiritual practice. So it is deeply rooted in that meditation sensibility, and the postures and the asanas really are secondary. That is a whole nother chat topic time, but they're very different in what they are supposed to do and how they do it. And in the fitness culture, there is this confusion between them. And I think there's kind of a sadness in the way, yoga is being taught at a grand spectrum. This is not how everybody teaches it, but it tends to lately be the cure-all. You're stressed, you're not so flexible, then you need to go to yoga. And unfortunately, the way that yoga is being taught is that they're skipping the groundedness and the meditation and the self-discovery and the self-acceptance and heading straight towards the circus tricks and the poses and the postures, which most Western bodies are not even ready yet to approach. They're not even open enough to get into those postures. So what happens is you end up in yoga, you're trying to do what the teacher's telling you, they may not be as experienced, and they're leading you into postures that are creating compression and injury in the joints. Whereas if you come to the mat, to a Pilates session, it intrinsically has that alignment built into it, this sense of traction and opening up the joints and creating space between the bones in order to get that core contraction. So again, you've got these very different ways of teaching, these very different approaches in what it should do or what it does do. Why do I teach Pilates? Okay, so 15 years in the fitness industry, and I love both yoga and Pilates. Yoga I go to fill me up. It's that emotional feed and fill in for me. It is that quiet meditative space that it isn't about the tricks and the postures. It's fun, and again, movement is great, right? But it's really about that quiet meditation for me. Pilates is what I see and have seen for years that general bodies need. You all need alignment, you need core strength, you need a sensibility of how a body should sit, and you need that balance because we've all been texting and driving and on computers. So you've got to open up. This is where they become perfect sister formats. Pilates gets you opened, balanced, and aligned and strong. Then you can take all of what you learn in Pilates to your yoga practice. And then you start to really understand the bandhas. You really understand the postures and the asanas because you're not hanging in your joints anymore. You know how to connect. And then both practices start to really expand. So Pilates focuses on fluid movement and the breath leading the movement and connecting everything. Yoga is static poses. So there is this, can kind of be a stuckness if you don't understand how to connect with the body or how to use your breath. So again, Pilates can teach you this beautiful breath control and how to move with it in this fluid motion with so much awareness of that spinal articulation. And then you take it to the yoga practice and you're no longer hanging in the joints and you're getting that calm expansiveness and strength there. I have always ended up back at Pilates. Why? It is the only fitness format, and I mean the only one. Like, I have a lot of different certifications, a lot of expansive education in multiple formats. Pilates is the only format you can take to anything else, and it makes it better. You cannot say that in reverse, and you really can't say that in reverse about yoga. Pilates focuses on your core. So your core is bottom of your pelvic floor through the last two vertebrae of your spine. It's your entire torso. The goal is to get really strong, connected, and grounded here so that your appendages can move, you know, in this fluid way, but everything stays stable and strong and injury-free. So Pilates is all about efficiency of movement. It's about doing exactly enough to get results, strength and flexibility, without wasting your time. It's really smart. So I teach a 30-minute class, right? And everybody goes, that is so not enough. You must be doing more. I'm not. I'm just really consistent with my 30-minute practice. Consistency and efficiency totally wins the race, okay? So these are the major differences between Pilates and yoga. I hope that helps you understand them more and how they can beautifully fit together, but they are absolutely not the same thing. If you have any questions or comments about it, just post them here and I will answer as I see them.